I have with me Mr. Kapil Sibal, Senior Congress Leader. Thank you very much, Mr. Sibal, for joining us.
Good evening.
You held a press conference today, Mr. Sibal,
Yes.
making some serious points. One of the points that I could gather was that, number one, the government must specify whether it uses this software called Pegasus or not. So far, we have not got any clarity.
Correct. That's absolutely right. Hello?
Mr. Sibal, do you think that the government must specify its position on whether it uses this software or not?
I tell you why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
It's because of the fact that Pegasus is a software that is owned by an Israeli company, that NSO Technologies. And the policy of the NSO Technologies is that this software and the IP of which is owned by the Israeli company will not be allowed, will only be given for the purposes of using that service, right? So the property is retained by the Israeli company for the purposes of allowing the software to be used. They charge a sum of money, and under their policy prescriptions, they don't give it to anybody else other than the government, and only for the purposes of using it against terrorists and people who've done really serious crimes of international ramifications. And the approval is given by the Ministry of Defense in Israel before such a license is given to any government. And the governments to whom the license have been given, unfortunately, we're in the company of those governments which are not really democratic governments. That's the sad part of it. The question that has to be answered is that who was using this in India? Because it couldn't have been used by a private entity. It will either be used by the government itself or a government agency. And it can only be used if it's allowed to be used pursuant to monies being given to NSO Technologies. Now, we have not got a clear answer from the government on this count. Neither the Minister of Information Technology and Telecom said this on the floor of the House, nor has it ever been denied. In fact, there was a question asked in the Rajya Sabha, I think in the Rajya Sabha in November 2019, whether Pegasus was being used by the government. And there was no response to that. In fact, the Minister of State then replied saying, whatever we do it legally, namely after clearances in terms of the normal procedure. But Pegasus is not part of that normal procedure. So he never answered that question. So he didn't answer it in 2019. He didn't answer it. They haven't answered it today. That's point number one. Point number two is that there are lists that have been prepared. Now, forget about the use or the misuse of Pegasus. The question is, why were these lists prepared? And these were all prepared between 2017 and 2019, including journalists, which quote unquote are independent. They were used against, Mamata Banerjee's nephew. They were used against political leaders, and including, in the list is the name of Rahul Gandhi as well, Deva Gowda's PS, Sitaramaia's PS, Kumaraswamy's PS, other leaders of various political parties. Why were these lists prepared and for what purpose? Nobody's answered that. Who prepared these lists? Nobody's answered that. And when you use Pegasus, it is done through a link, and the data goes back through the link to NSO Technologies.
But Mr. Sibal, NSO in a statement has said that we don't know what people are talking about. This is not our database.
I know that, but there is also a big issue involved, because they say that we will not allow this surveillance to be done till we are satisfied that there is enough evidence for the government to do surveillance. So how was this done? These are all questions that need to be answered. And there's a complaint filed in California by WhatsApp Inc. Where they have done this in the United States. And NSO Technologies, which is the defendant there, has said that, look, because this involves the Israeli government, we have governmental immunity. And therefore, you can't proceed with this matter, which was rejected by that court. So they've done it in various jurisdictions. All these questions are yet to be answered, no matter what these people say.
My final question to you is, when the government says that, no, this is all this is a figment of imagination, obviously, one would expect that there should be a probe. Because you can't believe a government just because they're making a statement. There has to be an investigation. With people alleging that their phones were under surveillance, it requires a probe. Don't you think that it will be in the best interest of everyone for there to be an independent probe in this case?
Well, let me just answer that by prefacing it as to what are the issues involved. The first issue is if any data has gone outside the country, then it's a national security breach. That has to be probed. Number two, if any minister has been compromised in this fashion by hacking his mobile phone or using that malware, then it's a violation of the Official Secrets Act. That has to be probed. The fact that IT rules have been violated, that has to be probed. The fact that a woman who was working in the Supreme Court was being was targeted along with the members of the family, which is a violation of Section 354D of the Indian Penal Code, which amounts to stalking, that has to be probed. The fact that you are violating the right to privacy, that has to be probed. And it cannot be probed by agencies which are suspect in this government, by this agencies of this government which are entirely
probe.
Therefore, there has to be a judicial probe by sitting 3 Supreme Court judges, like what happened in the Vineet Narayan case, a continuing mandamus by persons selected by that court of independent, of unquestionable integrity, part of various investigating agencies, and in camera. And there should be a white paper by the government placed on the floor of the House, apart from the demand that the Congress has made about the JPC. These are very, very, very serious issues. They just can't be taken lightly. It's not about politics. It is not about parties.
It is
not about people. It is about national security and the safety of citizens of this country.
Absolutely.
I see you today as a citizen, not as a member of any political party.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Sibal.